Oh, Math, welcome. How are you? Thank you for coming. 大谷ボーイさん、おかえり。Ahmed, marhaba, thank you for coming. How's it going? エンユントリー、トシロさん、おかえり。戻ってきてありがとう。ごめんね、ちょっと電話来ただから、うーん、自分なんか配信は電話使うだから、あんまりコントロールできなかった、電話来たの時は、止まった。Good, how about you? I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much. Ah, crap. The phone I got stopped me while I was singing. It's a little bit sad. I was in the middle of a song. Hello, Trog. Welcome back. How's it going? Pam 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 param pararam pam pam pam. Hey hey. How are you? I'm alright, thank you. Thank you for asking. How about you, Greg? Oh my god, it started to get cold. I'll come from VN2. Alright, nice. Oh my god, it started to get cold suddenly. Not good and not bad. This is good. I am from nice from Vietnam. Nice, nice. We just type in VNIC. Alright, cool. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The shy man. Shy man. My teeth gone cold, I wonder why. But I don't care at all. Party da beep ba ba ma beep ba. And I can't see it all. And here I am, what you boom ba ba with the picture on the. Only me and you, Daniel. No, there are a couple of people here. What were you talking about? They just go out or AFK or shy. I don't know. It's okay. There were a lot of people earlier, but then I got a phone call. So when you get a phone call, it automatically pauses your streaming. Ciao. I do not speak this language. Ah, it's get. Why is it so cold suddenly? I'm feeling like because the literature exam not tomorrow, it's next week. That's good. You have time to study. It's important. Lucky. Yes. Noise. Noise. Mm, my tea's gone cold. Yasishu. Hello, hi, how are you? I don't care. No. My tea's gone cold. I wonder why. Japanペアさん、おかえり。辻マスターさん、おかえり。And I can see it all. Pretty poppy papa, what you want me back? What's your picture on the wall? Pick them up, but it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I was singing earlier, but yeah, I got a phone call. So I lost my focus from the song. I'm doing good, thank you. Arigato. ペアさんは I wanna hear you rap a song. Yes. I was in the middle of a song, yeah. This song has a lot of swear words, so it's very hard for me to sing it. I mean, like, sing it in the stream. Mia-san, okaeri. My tea's gone cold, I wonder why. But I don't care at all. Lighting up my window, and I can see it all. Oh, I want to keep going with this with the Song of Stan, but it's very, very 18 plus. Dear Mister, I'm too good to call or write my. Oh wow, wow. It's a very fun song to sing. Hmm. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. Same old man. What is the meaning of orange? Can you please tell me? Is that like a code word for you, Trog? Code orange, code orange. I'm alone now and I heard some sound in the kitchen. Why do you write in all caps? Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. I'm scared. Oslo, Kairi! 喉がかゆい。い、いっぱいいっぱい、売ってた。Mouse maybe, could be, could be. No, she didn't. No, she didn't, Trog. Oh, my stomach ache. Oh, yes, yes. I've took care of it couple of hours ago already. I was singing, I was rapping earlier because some of the some of the Hey Taho, thank you so much for the follow. And hello. Uh, oh my god. Oh god. Oh man. Are you play a game? So your stomach is good stomach. Yes. Good stomach sang aru. I don't play game much. No. Leop. Hello. Thank you for coming. What kind of game do you play? What are you doing? I'm staring at my phone, talking to a lot of people. Tao, what do you do right now? Elden Ring. Oh, you mean like video games? Video games. Um, yeah, I played yesterday. Yesterday I played a Japanese game that is very very funny. On Twitch, I was streaming the game. And today I'm gonna try after the stream, after iNative stream, I'm gonna also stream Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy. So I've never played Final Fantasy, so it will be my first time. Brenley! Hello, thank you so much for coming. はい。じゃあ、オスロ、ブライアン・ライ、Hello。いいね、ボタン押してくれてありがとう。シシ。I think it's a good time to play. I think it's a good time to play the game. The can you Pelani, thank you so much for the like. Arigato. How's it going, bro? All good. Oh, you mean brand new. I see. Junior さん、おかえり。Some people were very sad that my rapping is pretty nice. I'm happy to hear that because I never learned rapping. I just do it for fun. Nyan Nyan, ni hao, thank you for coming. Razuri-san, 来てくれてありがとうございます。Alex, hello. Are you sleepy, tired? あんまりけど、なんでわからないけど、I cannot stop yawning even though I'm not sleepy. I'm not sleepy. But I cannot stop yawning. I'm yawning since the morning. Do you have Nintendo Switch? I play Nintendo games. Yes, Nintendo Switch games. Not a lot though. Not a lot. Just a little. Hey, but I do have Nintendo Wii. And I also have an Xbox and a PlayStation 3. Um, Nintendo Switch expensive? Have you seen Xbox the last Xbox? How much does it cost in the PlayStation 5? I don't think the Switch is the console that costs the most. But consoles are not cheap. Are you Japanese? It's a compliment. Arigato. No, I'm not Japanese, but I hope I sound like a Japanese. This is a great compliment. So I'm very happy that you asked me. Hi, Bo. Oh, boo. I know you mean like nota. Man. Sorry, I'm yawning too much. My tea's gone cold, I wonder why. I got up bad at all. The morning rain clouds on my window, and I can't see it all. And even if I could, it would all be grey. But your picture on the wall, it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I can hear all of a sudden. This is a miracle, Toshiro-san. Oh, can't hear all of a sudden. Maybe there is a problem in the settings. You should check. Have you ever played Monster Hunter? Monster Hunt? No, I've never. No. What is the time in the US? I don't know, but I can check for you if you want. Every early morning, I'm guessing. Zara, welcome back, marhaba. Hey, hey, how are you doing? Trog, she can choose whichever country she feels like. Everybody has the right to choose whatever they want. I'm fine. How about you? I am a-okay. Apparently, according to my body, I'm a bit tired. But I do not feel tired. I just cannot stop yawning. Although I do not feel tired at all. I actually, Oslo, before I was streaming, actually, I was walking outside for a very long time. So I got plenty of fresh air and it didn't change a thing. But thank you for the suggestion. Pepinot. Hey, Zara, how's it going? Troll, I live in Germany, that's why I'm choosing Germany. I live in Wakanda. Do you know Wakanda? It's like Wakanai, like in the, but with da in the end, so Wakanai become Wakanda. Sorry for the stupid joke. By the way, Wakanda doesn't exist. It's a place in the movie. Wakane. So, actually, there is a movie, and in the movie there is a place called Wakanda. So, because I know Japanese, when I heard Wakanda, the first thing that came to my head is Wakanai. THKT. I changed my name. Wow, it's cool. Haha. My full name is out there. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, man. Ah, this is Trog. Oh, okay, okay, I see. Where are you from? I am from High Native, the land of High Native. I am from a place that I would like to keep to myself. It's private. I hope you can understand. Thank you for being interested at where I'm from. But you can ask me question about English and Japanese and we play games in here and laugh. And earlier I was rapping, so you can join us and have great fun. Good answer, Daniel. Thank you, Zara. After hearing this question 150 times, you must come up with a good answer. If somebody told you delicious when you said your age, I would probably walk slowly away from him until he won't be able to see me. Yes, you do not respond with delicious when somebody say their age. Literally, yes. Literally, yes. What kind of anime do you like? I love a lot of animes. One of my favorite is あの日見たの花の名前はまだ知らない. Or in English, あの花. And I also like an anime movie called 声の形, or in English, the shape of no, how do you say it in English? 声の形. They change it in English. It's not 声の形. It's, ちょっと待って. Let me see how do I say 声の形 in English. 声の形. In English, the name of the movie is A Silent Voice. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. 谢谢. 日本人はブリは食べるけど、食べたくない。ジャパニーズペアフォローしてくれてありがとうございます。すごく嬉しいです。Be right back! Alright, Zara. Thank you so much for the hearts. ありがとう. Thank you. How to get to 10k core fan? It's possible, but it's very hard. I think the easiest way is to buy presents with real money, but I do not tell anybody if they should or shouldn't. It depends on whatever they want. But this is how you get. This is the fastest way to get to 10k. But you can get free coins just by watching streams and being active. Or you can be like the other spammers who just go JCD, JCD, JCD. But I think it's much more fun to just talk with the streamer and have fun and get free coins while enjoying yourself instead of saying JCD. But this is another way you can do it as well, yes. I would probably, if you would JCD me too much, I would probably have to kick you. So I can manage with a little bit of JCD, but I really don't like frequent spammers. I like real people in my stream who really communicate. Some, yes, I should shut my mouth. I shouldn't talk about other streamers, yes. So that's what I would say. But yes, some people do get, they do benefit from those spammers. But personally, I don't care. I want real people. I'm streaming for people, not for robots. That's just me personally. But hey, every streamer has their own rules, you know. Is anyone reached? I cannot read the number. What number is it? I do not know. I don't think so. Well, if you are a millionaire, you can reach this number probably. Although I don't know if High Native created such a big number option, because I haven't seen yet anybody who tried to give that much present to anybody. I did so. The highest that I've saw, I mean, personally, I didn't get it, but the highest that I've saw is some streamers managed to have people who got to 10K and 15K. I think maybe 15K is the highest I've seen, but maybe you can go higher. But I think it's quite impossible to get to 10 or 15 without using real money. Yeah. So yeah, if you are rich, you can reach. You can, no pun intended. But if you are rich, you can reach very high level of support. But I do not tell anybody how to use their money. It's their own decision. Um, I'm not even mini fan. Well, if you stay long enough, you will become a mini fan. By the way, Toshiro, if you click on your profile in the chat, you have chat, right? You write message to me. If you click on it, it will show you 3 circles. Those circles tell you what you need to do in order to to level up to a minifan level. And you have 3 options, usually A, B, and C. So you can do either A, either B, or either C. Mini fan, normal fan, and the big fan, and after that, enormous fan. Um, no idea, but still thinking time's up. Oh, that's how it works then. I suppose streamer with no money is good. Just relax and learn language if you want to study. Well, I would actually disagree with you. I would actually disagree with you personally. I think it really depends on the streamer. I think it depends on the streamer. Let me tell you. I disagree with you. Yes, I disagree with you. I think it really depends on the streamer. Some streamers are greedy. It depends on the personality, not even a streamer. Some people are greedy. So when they get money, they start to be not so good. But it's not because of stream, it can be in every job. But you can also look at it in another way. If you have a streamer who streamed 1 hour or 2 hour a day, Wa-san, 来てくれてありがとうございます. If you have a streamer who only stream 1 hour or 2 hours a day, it probably means that he is that he needs money to pay for his job to stay alive. But like, if you really like your streamer and you want him to be able to stream for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, well, if streaming can be profitable for him and he can live from the money of the stream, he can be more productive. He don't have any stress of working. So he can focus on streaming all time, full-time job. Like in my case, I'm streaming long hours, but I don't get any money. Yeah, so without a job, I won't be able to survive. But I really enjoy streaming, so it would be a dream for me to be able to actually have some sustainable income from streaming so I can stream more. I can stream for 5, 10, 12 hours if I could make money out of it. And I would enjoy it. I would not do it for the money. But money is security. You cannot live without money. Whether you like money or not, you need money to live. So, 黒いもの。黒いものなんて何が？クイズだよ。あー、なるほど。なるほどね。 Yes. So I hope you catch my drift. I don't I don't stream like as a like I mean I enjoy streaming, but I don't stream like 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day. I stream 5, 6, and sometimes 7 hours a day. That's a full-time job, you know. But right now I don't make any money from High Native, so I need to work, which means I need to stream less. But if I could make money from it, I would be able to stream without being stressed. I could focus on streaming because I know that I have money to eat and sleep. Um, but yes, I would not say to you that it's perfect. Some people, when they get money, they start to become very greedy and their personality change. It really depends on the person. And it's not the money, it's the way the person behave with the money. Toshiro, thank you, dude. Sushi ask, why don't you YouTube live stream it make money? Um, you can make money live streaming in every place. You can make money streaming in every place, in every platform. But just because you do YouTube doesn't mean you will make money. Like streamers, some streamers can be full-time streamers, but in order to be full-time streamers, you need huge amount of people supporting you. Because like people give like when you like do stream, the viewers can gift donation to the streamer. So like people donate $2, $1, $5. You cannot live with $5. It's not enough to live. But if you have 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 people giving you $5, then streaming can become a full-time job. But just going to YouTube does not mean that you will make money. It depends on the how good or how popular of a streamer you are, and if you have enough support from viewers to sustain a living. You can do it in many platforms. Yes, but it's not the platforms. It depends on how much people you have. If I went to stream right now on YouTube, I would not make any money because it really depends on how much viewers you have. The chat stop working. Are you there? 大丈夫？電波が悪いかな？わからない。もしもし。Karak what? Hello. Yes. Okay, it works. Yes. So yes, I want to do it full time, but at the moment it's not possible. Maybe in the future. But this is why I'm serious. Because I really think that it would be nice if it would become my job. If you're a big YouTuber, yes, I guess you would be. You can get money from, and how can you throw? But like YouTuber has to be really. Yes, yes. Zara, I think maybe 90. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the percentage, but maybe 95 or 97, maybe even 98% of YouTubers barely make any money. Like there is a very very small amount of YouTubers. When I say small, I'm saying like 1,000 5,000, 10,000. It sounds like a lot, or 20,000, 50,000. But compared to how many people do YouTube every day, millions of people upload YouTube videos every day, and nobody even know about those people existing. The amount of people who make money on YouTube is very small. 90, maybe 98 or 99% of YouTubers, they make zero, or maybe a couple of cents or a couple of dollars. You can buy balloon with a couple of dollars. That's what you can do. Yeah, and it's true everywhere. It's true in the world is streaming as well. The majority of streamers don't make almost any money. So yeah. Um, I can do a lot of jobs, Toshiro, but I I don't know. If I do other job, it means that I have less time streaming. But anyway, when I started streaming, I didn't think I would stream so many hours. Actually, when I started streaming, I thought it would be just a hobby that I would do for 1 hour or 2 hours. But I started to have so much fun that I was thinking, oh, you know what? Let's try to make it a job. Yeah, but right now I'm still too small to be able to make it a job. Um, I don't know if teaching language is very easy, Zara. Lollipop! ロリポップさん、聞いてくれてありがとうございます。But try to make the one in front of you get the right info in the easiest simple way. It's hard. Yeah. By the way, I don't know how many of you Zara streams, so she know a couple of you are streamers, but it's I also view other streams, so I know the experience of being a viewer and being a streamer. I love streaming, don't get me wrong, but when you start streaming like 3, 5, 6, 7 hours, it's not easy. From the viewpoint of the viewer, it looks like, oh, he just sit in front of the phone and is speaking to me. That's very easy. It's not. It's easy to do it for 5 minutes. It's easy to do it for 30 minutes, maybe. But 7 hours, 6 hours, it's not easy. In my opinion, I don't care what anybody thinks. Somebody who streams for 6, 7 hours, this is a job. This is not a hobby. Whether he makes money or not. Yeah. But anyway, when I started, I streamed like 1 hour, 2 hours. But now I find myself enjoying so much that I want to turn it into a job. Whether I would make it or not, I do not know. But if I won't be able to, I mean, like maybe I would have to work. So if I would have to work, I would stream less. Mm. Thank you. Um, yeah. But yeah, I'm very lucky. I'm living with my parents. So if I was living by myself, I would not be able to stream so many hours. And I don't know, maybe soon I won't be able. Maybe soon I would have to stream less because I would need to go to a proper job, which is very boring personally for me. But you gotta put the bacon on the table or the bread, or maybe both. Yes, but I prefer this. I prefer this. This is a much more fun job than working at any of the jobs that I did before. But yeah, I don't know if I would succeed making it a job. Hopefully, but yeah, I'm just a beginner. Anyway, Japanese bear. Matane, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Hope you can. Hopefully, yes. Yeah. I didn't think that I would have such a deep conversation. Anyway, yeah. Yes. A streamer who succeed making streaming a job, or a YouTuber who succeed making a YouTube a job, worked very hard, and he was also very lucky because he's this small 0 point something percentage of the people who succeed. The majority of people failed. This is, by the way, I'm talking about like subject that is very different, but there is something in psychology called the, how do you call this? The survivor bias. There is something in psychology called the survivor bias. It means that because we only hear about people who succeed, we think that something is easier than it really is. Because nobody talk about all of the people who failed at doing the same thing. But the majority, the big majority are the failures. Success are very small. EFE さん、来てくれてありがとうございます。Greg, 来てくれてありがとうございます。Hope you would make it and enjoying doing it. I am enjoying doing it. Even though it's not easy, I'm enjoying it. If I didn't enjoy it, I would not stream. The reason I stream is not only because I want it to be a job, is because I'm really having fun. But yeah, it's impossible to make money if you only focus on having fun. When something becomes a job, it means that you need to do it even when you are tired, and even when you wanna sleep, or even when you are sick. So even if your job is the most fun job in the world, if even if the thing that you're doing is the most fun in the world, the moment it becomes a job, it's still fun, but it's different. It's not like a hobby. Everything. I don't think you have to hit a plateau yet. Hope you can find a way. Yeah, also, this is why I'm doing. This is why I'm streaming here. This is why I'm doing Twitch. This is why I'm doing YouTube. This is why I'm doing Instagram. This is why. And I also entered the next competition. Yeah. But it's very important for me to not lose the magic, because like it's still, yeah, it's like it shouldn't, I mean, even if it's a job, it should be fun enough that it doesn't feel so much as a job, because yeah, I had my fair share of jobs that I really didn't like and really had bad time at, but this is supposed to be a happy stream. I don't want to talk about depressing subject in here. Yeah, but I have my history of horrible jobs. Um, yeah. I got too serious, I'm sorry. That's cool, Daniel. What was your major actually? Actually, I don't have a major, Sarah. I don't have a major. I didn't go to university. I started working. Toshiro, arigato. Toshiro, arigato. No, you shouldn't be sorry. You shouldn't be sorry. Actually, thank you. おめでとう、としろさん。ミニファン、ファンミニファンあファンコアファンごめんね、ミニじゃない、コアファンになった。おめでとうございます。Thank you so for all of the support. You are amazing. When I started streaming, I thought I would be very boring and nobody would want to watch me, so I didn't dream I would do it for so long. So yeah, but I'm having lots of fun and I have so many amazing viewers. So yeah, as long as I'm having fun, I'm not gonna stop. Yeah. Union Blood, thank you for coming. ちょっとトイレ行かなくちゃ。すぐ戻る。I need to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec. Zara, by the way, I want to tell you, if you have time, I want to tell you why I didn't go to university. So, if you have a couple of minutes, I'll be back in a sec. I'll explain. Thank you for waiting. お待たせしました。I'm making some coffee, so until the water will come, I would have to go again for a second. Welcome back, thank you. お帰りなさい。はい、ありがとう。ただいま。ありがとう。ハートありがとう。Okay, so I will start to explain when the water will boil. Then I would have to go make myself some coffee. I really want some coffee. Okay, so why I didn't go to university? So, um, when I was a little kid, since I was little, I mean, I'm saying little kids. I'm still young relative to some of the viewers, but since I was a little kid, I always like I saw my father and my grandpa and everybody around me mostly working in job that they hated and job that they that they didn't want to do. They did it in order to, they need to provide for the family. They need to make money, so they did. Um, you know, the majority of people in the world, not only my family, the majority of the people of the world, they work in jobs they don't like because they need the money to survive. Uh, this is the norm. The majority of people in the world work at works they don't like. It's the exception people who work at jobs they like is the small percentage of people. Not many people can have the privilege to work at a job they enjoy. This is the sad reality, but I grew up like watching everybody around me work in the jobs they don't like and don't make their dream come true. And since I was little, I was very obsessed with trying to shape my life so I can work at a job that is actually something that I love to do. I wanted to work at something that is fun to do and that I can make money. But I wanted money to be the second thing. I wanted it to be a job that I really want to get up in the morning and do. So since I was a little kid, I was quite obsessed at trying to find my way at life, what I'm going to do with my future. And I was a very shy kid. I was a very shy kid. So I was very bad at talking with people. And actually, if you would tell me, if you would like tell my young version of me, Mi-san 来てくれてありがとう. Hey, strawberry. Hello, how are you? Yeah, hello, sorry, time now. Yeah. If you would say, if you will tell my child version of me that I would be streaming in front of like a hundred or thousand of people every day, I would say that I would not believe it because I did not have the. I was too afraid and like I was very shy and actually I didn't like myself very much. Thank you, Borotaro. I didn't like myself. And I didn't have the courage to talk to people, yeah. I was a very shy and quiet kid. Um, and yeah, so because I was shy, I wanted to work at a job that I didn't have to talk with people a lot. Not because I wanted to work at the job, because I didn't believe I could work at a job that required a lot of interaction with people. Because I was afraid of talking and like having those kind of jobs. And since I was a little kid, I really, really loved computers and technology. I think that, you know, when you grow up being very shy and not being good at talking with people, um, being able to go and sit on your computer and play games with people all over the world and talking with people on chat without needing to see the face of the person, and you can be anonymous and talk without being afraid what people think. That's a big relief for a person who is afraid of, like, everyday interactions with people. So, yeah, so my computer was my escape. My computer was my escape, my way of communicating with people, although I was very afraid of communicating with people. And since I was a little kid, I really loved video games, and I used the computer for 8, 10, 12 hours every day, and I started to be very good at it. So, you know, one second, I want to make myself coffee, so I will continue the story in a sec. Just a second, the water is ready. I'll be back in a sec with the coffee and I'll continue the story, okay? ちょっと待ってね。ちょっとコーヒー持ってくるよ。 back. Matase. Thank you for waiting. Alright, let's go to the story. Alrighty. はい、行きましょう。Yeah, so I I didn't I didn't have a lot of friends. I always had friends, but I didn't have so many friends because I was afraid to make friends. I was embarrassed of myself. Um, so yeah, so I spend a lot of time by myself. Oh, hey Hannah, thank you for coming. So I spend a lot of time by myself. And you need to have an escape. Like human is like I don't know, like it's in our biology. It's in our biology to want to have friends and communicate. It's not something that you can stop. Even if you are not good, you want to have a lot of friends. It's biology. Yes. So, in my yeah, we are so exactly. That's the word that I was looking for. Social animals. So human is a social animal, but I was very bad at being social. So I was not so sociable. Um, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so the way that I succeeded to get over, like, or not succeeded, but the way that I managed to have a lot of have my friends is because I was very good with computers. I was spending. It's okay, Oslo. Yeah, I know many people are not sociable. It's quite normal, but yes, but back then when I was a child, like I felt very lonely. I didn't know that not being sociable is something that there are a lot of people who are like that. So I thought that I was alone, but I know today I know many people who are not very sociable. It's very normal. Where was I? So because I was very good with computers and I was spending so much time like playing video games and installing and removing stuff from my computer and changing stuff and making stuff go faster. I was very good with computers, so I used my knowledge in computers to have conversation with people. Like everybody knew, oh, Daniel is a computer genius. So every time somebody had a problem with their computers or wanted something, they would come to talk with me. And to be honest, back then I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But the only reason that I helped people with computer stuff is because I just wanted to have friends and communicate. And because I wasn't very good at socialing. Oh, Maxim, thank you so much for the follow. Because I wasn't so good at socialing, I used computers and video games and fixing people's computers to try to make friendship. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Yeah. So anyway, when I grew up, when I grew up, I started to see. I grew up in the generation of the technology boom. I think you call it how do you call this, the boom? Um, there is a name to this generation. The generation, all of the internet and everything started to advance. Yeah, there is a word for it. Like there is Generation X, Generation JZ, Generation Zoom. There is also generation for like for technology and stuff. So I think I'm inside this generation. So I grew up in the generation that like computers started to be popular and internet started to be popular and everybody started to play video games. So I grew up very lucky. I grew up in the generation that what I was very good at was very popular in the world. So I used to try to use my knowledge to make friends. But I didn't know that back then. And because technology started to be so popular, the older I become, then I started to hear in the news. I started to hear in the news like, oh, there is a guy called Bill Gates, and he is a nerd, and he's very bad with people, but because he's very smart, he created a company called Microsoft, and he's a millionaire. And then I heard about Steve Jobs, and I've heard about Mark Zuckerberg, and I've heard about all of those people. So I started to dream maybe when I grow up I would become the next Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. Yes. So then I started to learn programming. Then I started to learn programming by myself. By the way, before programming, I did many things. I tried to learn animation. I tried to learn video editing. I tried to be a vlogger. Um, I tried to do 3D jewelry design. I tried to create websites. I've done many things, but after a couple of months, I would give up. After a couple of months, I would give up and do something else. So I never had like one thing that I succeeded doing for a long time. I started, I learned, I got bored, I did something else. So I have a lot of knowledge in many fields, but I didn't do anything with any of them in the end. I just switched to the next thing and next thing. オタクさん、来てくれてありがとうございます。B8. Hey. Alright. Um, yeah. Yeah, here you are. I think you are doing fine. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, so after I finished like school and everything that I had to do, and I could go to work. Most of my friends started to go to university, but because I grew up in the generation of all of the big tech companies. Oh, arigato. Thank you so much for the acorns, and you became a mini fan, Borotaro. おめでとう for 今まで、サポートしてくれてありがとうございます。Yeah. Sorry, I'm talking in Japanese. I forgot. Thank you so much for the support and all that time. Really appreciate it. Sometimes I confuse Japanese and English. Sorry. I understand. ありがとう。みえさん、来てくれてありがとうございます。Alright. So after, so I grew up watching on TV, like Bill Gates drop out of Harvard, I think, to pursue becoming, making Microsoft. And Steve Jobs also drop out of college or I don't know, university to make up Apple. And Naga-san, 来てくれてありがとう. And Mark Zuckerberg also drop out. So like there was a trend that like all of the big people like drop out of school to become a billionaire. Yeah, so like I was a kid, and I was thinking, oh, university is for normies. I want to be a millionaire, so I will just make my own big company by learning programming and stuff like that. So I was a little bit delusional. I was overly optimistic. Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't the best student at school. Actually, I was in high school. I was learning computer science. No, I'm not American. No. Uh, yeah, but you need to not be too optimistic. It's gonna be dangerous. There should be some pessimism sometimes in life. I think it's also healthy. But yes, being optimistic is good. Wang Jen, ni hao. Moderation is key, exactly. It's a phrase in English. Moderation is key. Where I'm from is private. I don't want to talk about it, but you can stay here and have fun with us and play games and stuff like that. And actually, right now, I'm in the middle of something. So feel free to listen to us. To me, I mean. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so I wasn't such a good student. I was a very, very hard-working student, but actually, this is a little embarrassing, but yeah, I think I would. I think that if I'm being very honest on live, I should at least go all the way. So, I have ADHD. Do you guys know what ADHD is? Yes. I'm sure that even some of you, not all the viewers, but I'm sure that even some of the viewers here have ADHD, because ADHD is something that exists, all over the world. I'm not the only person who have ADHD. I know many people who have ADHD. Hey Liz, uh, thank you for coming. It's story time. Yeah. So even though I was attention deficit disorder, exactly, this is ADHD. Sometimes people call it ADHD, sometimes people call it ADD, but in my personal opinion, I think it's the same thing. The difference is that ADHD also have H for hyperactivity, but when a person with ADHD becomes an adult, the majority of the time they are not hyperactive, because not because they're not hyperactive. Physiologically, from the physical perspective, they are um, they are hyperactive, but because they're an adult, they can manage hyperactivity. So from the outside, you don't look like an hyperactive person. So I think that ADHD and ADD are the same thing, but I'm not a psychiatrist, so ask a psychiatrist. I'm just talking from my limited knowledge. Anyway, so when I was a student, I didn't know that I have ADHD. And I was working very, very hard trying to be a good student. But for people who don't know, ADHD means that the person have a neurological. It's not like something that person chooses. It's part of the DNA. There is a neurological in the brain, a deficit, a problem that causes the person be very have a very hard time controlling their focus. So it doesn't matter how hard you work or how amazing you are. You always need to battle with your brain inability to keep the focus. Right? And yeah, this is biological, so it's not solvable. Um, some people say it is, but in my opinion, I don't believe it is. I think it's not solvable. You can take care of it, but you cannot make it disappear. This is what I'm trying. There are solutions, but you cannot disappear. It doesn't disappear. You live with it and you die with it. So anyway, because I have ADHD, even though I was learning very hard and I was very quiet and attentive and working hard student, it was very hard for me to keep my attention. Thank you so much. And because it was hard for me to keep my attention, I couldn't remember formulas. I couldn't, when there was a math problem on the board, I would like couldn't I would like feel like my head is in another place in the middle of the solution when the teacher teach how to solve the problem. and then I won't remember how to solve the math problem. So I was very bad at remembering stuff because of my ADHD, and learning was very hard for me, even though I was very, very hardworking student. And you know what? What's the most annoying part? I didn't know I have ADHD. I didn't know I have ADHD. I only found that I have ADHD after I graduated school. I was living all my life thinking that I am an idiot, that something is wrong with my brain, that I'm too lazy. I didn't know I have ADHD. So I suffered all of my years at school fighting a problem that I didn't even know that I have. Yes. So it was very hard for me to solve math problem. Like I told you earlier, when I was a kid, I dreamt of being like a programmer. So when their child teacher just say you have behavior, yes, yes, yes. If you look, when you finish a year in school, you get like a document that say your score, and then there is like the teacher tell what he think about you. Every year in my school, it will say, Daniel is a very hard working student, but he has a behavior problem and he cannot stop speaking with people. You should work harder. Yes. Um, yeah. And it's not fun because I didn't know about ADHD, so I thought that I was just stupid. I blamed myself. I blame myself because I didn't know about ADHD. Um, yeah. Anyway, so when I was in school, I had not so good grades because I couldn't keep my attention, and I dreamt of being a programmer. Yes. I dreamt of being a programmer, so I succeeded entering into a computer science class when I was in in high school. But I couldn't keep my attention, so I failed every test. Every time I had a test in computer science, I failed, and it was it hurt so much because like it doesn't matter how hard I tried to be good at like learning programming, I couldn't keep my focus, and I thought that I was an idiot. Um, yeah. In the end, the teacher told. In the end, after like a couple of months, the teacher came to me and told me, Daniel, your scores are always low. You barely pass the passing mark in computer science. I think maybe you should stop learning it. And the thing that broke me the most is that, by the way, the teacher is a very nice person, and she tried her best to help me as much as she could. So I don't blame her. But she did say to me something that got me extremely angry. She told me, I think that some people are not born to be programmers. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe you should do something else with your life. Maybe programming is not the thing you need to do. Yeah. So that really hurt me. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I finished school and I had not so good grades. But I didn't have bad grades, but I didn't have good grades. I was very average. Although I was working way, way harder than the average student in order to get the average scores, because I was fighting my ADHD all the time, 24/7. Um, yes. Um, yeah, so after I finish school, yeah, actually, I don't want to talk about it much. I really want to keep it private, but I would touch it just a little bit. Just a little bit, I'll touch it. Um, the country that I am from has a thing called uh, inscription. I do not know the word inscription. Like, you need to go to the military. You don't have a choice. I don't know. I don't remember how do you say this. Military is not an option in my country. When you finish high school, you must go to the military or you go to jail. Yeah. And I didn't want to go to the military, but jail is much more scary. So I went. Um, by the conscription, thank you. Yes, in my country there is conscription. Hmm. So I went to the military, although I really didn't want to go, and I was a very, very shy kid. And actually, I failed school, so I also felt very depressed and didn't have motivation so much. And I got a job in the military that I hated, with people who don't like me and don't want to be my friends. Not everybody. Some people were very nice. I won't say everybody. There were people who liked me, but the majority of people I didn't get along with. But I did have a couple of good people there, yes. But yes, I felt very bad and very lonely and depressed. Um, hey, hey, yes. Um, Also, even when I started the military, I didn't know I have ADHD. So they put me on duty at multiple jobs, and I was always doing very bad at the jobs. I would forget people's name. I would forget which time I need to go somewhere. I would forget where I need to drive or where I need to walk. I would forget stuff that are very, very normal, and forgetting them make you feel like you are the biggest idiot in the world. And I was very ashamed of myself for not being able to remember such mundane, normal things. And I blamed myself. And like, the majority of normal people. It's a story time, Auntie. I'm in the middle of a story. I don't want to lose my concentration, so you can ask me question after the story if you want to. Where was I? Yeah, so um, yeah, so in the military, it's not like school. Like, if you don't get in time, or if you don't do what you're being told, or something like that, you get punished. Get punished. You don't go home to your family, or you need to run around the base or stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, so although I tried to be the best soldier I could, I felt very lonely and I hated the military. Um, but I couldn't do anything about it. I should service my country. Um, and I was going through many jobs because I was very bad, and I begged people to let me switch jobs to something else. Um, and it took months until I convinced somebody to let me move to a different job. In the military, it's not like school. You don't say, excuse me, I want to do this job in the military. Can I do it, please? No. In the military, like they say, oh, welcome to the military. This is your job. You don't like it? That's your problem. Keep doing this job. So, long story short, it was a big hassle, and I had to do a lot in order to get different jobs. Koz-chan, Kairi. Anyway, I switched couple of jobs, and I did many stupid mistakes because of my ADHD. I forgot people name. I forgot that I need to go to somewhere at some specific hour, and I got punished, and I got blamed by my the people who were my commanders and stuff like that, and wasn't so fun. Um, yes. I'm censoring a lot because I really want to keep it private, but let's say, long story short, that after a while of serving in the military and moving through a lot of jobs and in different places in the country, I was moving from the north to the west to the south. I was always like in a different base because I was switching job because I was bad at everything. Um, I got extremely depressed. I got extremely depressed. Um, yeah, and yeah. In the end, like I had to. Yeah, I in the end let's say in the end it was very hard, but I succeeded in getting released from the military. Yeah, so I finished the military earlier than you do. Usually, you are supposed to serve longer time, but I served way less time. Yeah, but it was yeah. My personal experience was horrible. But the military